What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're going to be taking a look at Vechain and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with the price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel, and we've been growing amazingly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well, and it's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. We're going to be posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. In any instance, you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So as we can see, as with most cryptocurrencies currently, there is a sell-off happening in the market due to the Bitcoin FUD surrounding Elon Musk. It seems very unlikely to us that Elon Musk, being the richest man in the world and a very smart guy, would start offering Bitcoin as a payment solution for Teslas and then U-turn on his promise only a few months later. So I think this is probably due to scrutiny from his board on Tesla potentially, and also increasing pressure about the FUD of how Bitcoin mining is not very renewable and that it's causing a massive toll on the environment, which, as we know in the cryptocurrency space, is obviously not true at all. It's in the best interests of Bitcoin miners to use the most sustainable, cheap and renewable energy possible because it benefits their profit margins. So there wouldn't be any reason for them to be using these really expensive and costly, inefficient coal and all kinds of other fossil fuels basically for funding their Bitcoin mining operations. If you look into this in any great detail, you can see that this is actually FUD. There's plenty of large crypto influencers that have done videos on this and basically debunked what's going on in terms of this Bitcoin FUD, such as Coin Bureau. He did a very nice video about it, which succinctly basically debunks the entirety of the argument. And also, as things go into the future, energy is going to become cheaper and more renewable as time goes on. So there's also there's not a linear curve. There's not a linear scale basically of how inefficient Bitcoin mining is going to become. It's going to get cheaper and cheaper, so it's probably going to have less of a toll on the environment as time goes on as well. So basically the argument makes no sense, but obviously markets don't need to know that. Markets can be irrational, and as we can see, our previous bullish pennant that we saw forming for Vechain, which was looking very promising, has actually come and broken to the downside. It currently seems to be bouncing off this support at around 16 to 17 cents here, which was the previous support from the previous dump that we had a few weeks ago as well. We do see, it does seem as though we're forming a double bottom here, and we would like to see Vechain bouncing off of this line. As we said before, we did see Vechain having a lot of buying pressure under 15, 16 cents now. So it seems very likely to us that, excuse me, it seems very likely to us that Vechain is most likely going to break to the upside. And even if it did break to the downside, we do think it would bounce off this very strong trend line that we've outlined here in blue, which is around 14 to 15 cents. It would most likely bounce off this if the worst came to the worst, and then rally as well. But we don't think that this is going to be a prolonged correction, as we've already had one recently. It seems likely to us that where have my tools gone? Okay, I guess we'll do this without tools. As we can see here, it's very obvious that Bitcoin, the Bitcoin FUD was, I don't think this is going to be a very prolonged downwards trajectory basically. We're bouncing nicely off this support at around 16 cents. And we do think that we're probably going to break to the upside again soon. Obviously, as we can see, this is very strong support. And it doesn't seem likely to us that it's going to break down below this, considering we're in a bear market. And as you can see, we've actually prolonged and outlined the increased trajectory of this potential bull flag along with the trend line. And it seems very likely to us that this trend line is going to be respected. As we can see, it's very strong. Lots of touch points here, which tends to just suggest it's very strong. And even if it did come back down to this trend line, we do think it would bounce very nicely and then move to the upside again. There's a lot of buying pressure for Vechain under 15, 16 cents. So it would be very unlikely that it would break to the downside. And obviously, as we continue to coil here, it doesn't seem unlikely to us at all that Vechain could be breaking to the upside again very shortly. Obviously, we said this before, and we were breaking to the upside very nicely here. We actually touched almost 25 cents again, basically in the past few days. But then Vechain broke to the downside because of this market-wide correction. But it does seem likely to us that Vechain's going to recover again. As you can see, it recovered very well from the previous dump. It went all the way down to around 13 cents and then came back up all the way to around 25 cents in the space of around 2 weeks here. So we do believe in Vechain. It's obviously got a lot of potential to run and massive fundamentals backing it. Good news coming out all the time, and when it runs, it can run very, very quickly, as we can see here. So we do think Vechain is probably going to break its all-time high here again of around 28 cents in around the next few weeks or so, once it gets a nice correction from this downside that we're having for the whole market. This is a market-wide event and nothing to do with Vechain specifically, and we all know that Vechain's got massive, massive fundamentals to back it up, so it seems very likely to us that it's going to break to the upside again soon. We'll be heading up to around 28 cents again, retesting it, probably coming back, retesting support and structure here at around 25 cents and flipping it. And then we'll be heading up most likely into the 30 or 40 cent range in the short term. And then we do believe in our $3 price target still for Vechain by the end of the run. This seems far-fetched right now, but you've got to remember that this is probably only around a 10 to 15x from the current price. And with a market cap of around $10 to $15 billion as well, this could be very, very likely for us. I think the market cap for Vechain at $3 would be around 200 billion, if my memory serves me correctly, or it could be a little bit more. But it seems very, very likely to us that Vechain is going to continue to perform very well this run. So that's our update for Vechain today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or you can sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptos with massive potential, and not to mention a 100x portfolio that we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks with Webull by depositing $100 using the link in the description below. You can quite literally sign up, deposit the $100 and get your 2 free stocks and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. Also make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out so much, so if you're a fan of the channel, just go ahead and tap that like button now. Currently only 10% of our viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community continue to grow, so please hit the big red subscribe button as well. You can also sign up to our free Telegram in the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links, for discounts and free crypto. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.